Suicides in the fire service. Now, I just want to start out by saying that this conversation is going to be a little bit serious, and shout out to the loved ones who lost somebody, okay? Condolences. Now, a lot of people don't realize that the fire service is pretty close to the military, all right? You're away from your family for a long period of time, all right? Every third day, you spend a whole day at the station. And I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of times it can feel like being in a prison. Difference is you're out there helping people. You actually get a lot of freedom as far as doing what you're supposed to do. But the higher ups do drop the hammer on you and kind of make you feel like you are incarcerated. But I don't know what the exact number is because I forgot how high the suicide rate is in the fire service. The divorce rate is pretty high as well. Now, that's another topic that we could talk about, but I'll get the numbers for you a little bit later. So along the course of my career, I've been in the department where 2 suicides have happened since I've been employed in this department. Now, I won't go into much detail, but I will say this, that it does break the department up. Everybody is torn to pieces when something as tragic as that happens. All right? Everybody is torn to pieces, whether it's a PD officer involved or a rookie or somebody who's been there for years. All right? You got to think about it. You are at this place looking at the same people, looking at the same walls every third day for as long as you're going to be in this career. You see people shot. You see people stabbed. You see people die in front of your eyes. You see people die in your arms. You're trying to help bring people back to life. You see so many different things. You even see people who are on the last leg of their life. And you're taking care of them. You're the one that's taking care of them until their last day because they have nobody else. Being in this career, when you're involved in something like that, when the only person that this 80, 90, or sometimes a 20-year-old person who has a chronic disease, a chronic illness, you're the only person they have to help them. And this is what you have to see and think about when you go home. You go home and then you come back. And sometimes even when you go home, you see some of the same people that you've run calls on. A lot of people say don't take the job home with you, but I'm a firm believer in that's impossible. You can't unsee some of the things that you've seen in this career. You can't do it. The kids are what get me. When bad things happen to kids, that's what hits me the hardest. So things like PTSD and suicide rate and stuff like that is pretty high because we see some of the things that normal people should not see or normal people don't ever get to see in their lifetime. Like our pastor told us, it's not a matter of if you're going to get PTSD, it's a matter of when, because that right there tells me that you can't unsee it. You don't just leave it at work. You don't. So when these guys come off their 24-hour shift or the military guys come home, we need a break. They need a break. They don't need to come home to all the nagging and I'm not saying that that's what they come home to, but I'm just saying they need wind down. They need something to relax them, something to take them out of what they've just been through, what they've just experienced. Because a lot of times we don't want to come home and talk about what we just saw because that'll hurt you. I don't want to do that. I'd rather tell you about the good things that happened to me.